Welcome, guys, to your weekly Money Miracles video and email. If you're watching this from the email, first of all, happy Hanukkah to those of you celebrating. Merry Christmas to those who are about to celebrate, and happy Kwanzaa and every other holiday. Just happy, joyous season to all of you. Hope you're having a great time. Let me talk to you about love languages for a second. And during this holiday season, people are getting gifts, and sometimes your love language is not gifts. My love language is actually travel, going to India in about 30 days. I gifted that to myself, though. So think about what the person's love language is when you're giving gifts. If they like the actual material things, or do they like experiences? Do they like, is their love language acts of service rather than gifts, or quality time? So you could give a gift of spending quality time with your loved one. Anyway, just wanted to riff on that a little bit. Think about what your love language is and what your the person that you're giving the gift to's love language, and I would recommend providing that as a gift. So let's get into it. This week, we're going to be talking about some money tips, including I can't afford that, and what happens when you get a windfall. We're talking about acting as if, and I'll give you an update on some past and upcoming events, as well as highlight a member of my network. So first of all, what happens when you hear that there's an offer and your immediate reaction is, I can't afford that? Well, what you're doing is you're putting out that scarcity and lack and poverty consciousness out into the world. So why not shift that to a statement of, that's not a priority for me right now? Because in general, you probably could, in almost all cases, find the money for the vacation, for the gift, for the course, for the life-changing event. And it's just not a priority for you right now. Or you may have a limiting belief that you can't afford it, when in fact you could come up with the money from an almost infinite number of sources, including maybe putting the amount on a credit card or taking money out of a retirement fund, which is, a lot of people say, is a no-no. But what if you put that money into something that generates a massive return? So let's go into that for a second. What if you got a windfall like one of my clients recently did? She had sold her business, and the buyer, so the agreement was that they were going to get a payout each year, monthly, for 5 or 6 years. So there's 4 years left, and the buyer who had bought the business said, I'm going to give you all the remainder in a lump sum. Would you take it or not? So I recommend taking it. And then what do you do with the proceeds? Suppose you have debt, like a mortgage or car payments, but the interest rates on those are 3% or less. Would you pay it off? Now, some people say pay off your debt. I will tell you, it shouldn't be an emotional decision. It should be a logical decision. Usually the emotions are based on fear, the fear of not having enough in the future. But what if you invest the proceeds at a rate much higher than 3%? If you're paying off the mortgage or the other loans, which are a very low rate, you're effectively investing at that rate, which is really not a great idea. Now, if you have credit card debt and the credit card rate is 20 or 25%, you just got to return to 20 or 25%, pay it off. But if you have low interest loans, I'd recommend not paying it off, investing it in other investment opportunities that are likely to get much higher than 3% over the next 3, 4, 5 years. So let's talk about acting as if. How can you act as if what you want to happen has already happened? Like you want to go on a vacation to the Taj Mahal. You could check out the flights. You could check out the excursions. You could check out how much frequent flyer miles you need to go to Delhi from your home base. And you could check out all the different hotels that you might want to go to, or the different areas that you might want to go to. Or say you want to start a business. You could go through the whole process of starting a business without doing anything and spending the money. You could check out, you could talk to salespeople, you could talk to website people who are going to set up your website. You could talk to a prosperity coach for 30 minutes for free and get advice on how to set up a business. All these things are acting as if you're putting in place the business right now, even if it's still just a dream. So any questions on windfalls, acting as if, or I can't afford that, feel free to reach out to me, joel@salamour.com. That's SALEURMOR.com. I'm really excited for these upcoming events that are about to happen in the new year. Think about it as new year, new you. So first of all, I have a brand new webinar I'm doing on January 12th. The link will be below this video and it's in the email, how to create abundance, even if you're not an excellent investor or business person yet. So you're going to get all the information you need to create abundance right now. Secondly, December 8th, I did a very special workshop called How to Create Massive Financial Abundance Quickly. Thank you for all of those of you who attended. It was an awesome webinar, and we talked about some specific techniques to create massive abundance quickly. I'm really excited to be on this new awesome podcast on January 10th. Actually, the podcast is not new, but I'm a new guest on it. Spiritual Rockstar, hosted by Daniel John Hanneman. We'll be talking about my upcoming book, Prosperity, Purpose and Prosperity, as well as my bestsellers. And I'm also really excited. I'm doing a presentation to a group of financial advisors on January 9th based on the 9 money rules millionaires use. What is really cool is that these financial advisors are all over the United States. And with the power of technology these days, I can talk to people around the globe, all over the United States at one time. So I'm really excited. January 8th in the afternoon, I'll be doing that. And by the way, my TEDx talk is getting a lot closer. In the email, I put a picture of me from the sponsors that they posted on Instagram. So yeah, I'm pretty sure in the new year, we're going to have this TEDx Live. If you haven't committed to like, comment, and share it when it comes out, this is the speech I did, How to Create Money Miracles, to help as many people as I can become financially free by giving them 2 specific techniques to shift their money mindset and become financially free quickly. So just put a yes below this video, or if you want to respond to the email with a Y, I'll add you to the list. I need just a few more people to spread the word, and I really appreciate you. And finally, my new course, How to Create Money Miracles, based on that video. It's actually an hour and a half worth of videos. It's my first standalone online course. We go through each of the 9 money rules with examples and exercises, and it's only $47, and everyone who signs up gets a free prosperity coaching session with me. I know it's crazy, right? So only $47 for just a few more days. It's special through the end of this year, a holiday gift for you or one of your special loved ones. So finally, I want to highlight a member of my network. Each week I do this. This week it's Craig Leonard. Craig helps business owners and salespeople grow their client base through writing LinkedIn profiles, making the most of the platform, and he helps them do business development consulting. He assists people in explaining who they serve and why. You can find out more about Craig at craigthoughts.com. That's www.craigthoughts.com. And thanks for watching. I believe in you.